Indiana Fever return home rolling. Winners of 3 in a row. 5 of their next 6 at home. Officials tonight underway from Indianapolis. It is an inaugural matchup between the expansion Toronto Tempo and the Indiana Fever. These teams will meet 3 times this year. This is Toronto's lone visit to Indianapolis, and they come into tonight after dropping 2 in a row, including a 25-point loss at home to Atlanta on Sunday. Both teams looking for more consistency as Izzy Harrison is left alone, misses on a 3. And
not a great three-point shooting team is Toronto, but Marina Mabry certainly is, so you better know where she is and run her off the three-point line.
Clark looking inside for Boston. That pass deflected and stolen. And Sykes is so dangerous right here in transition and shows why, laying it in.
One of the fastest and the longest defense. Sykes.
She is the 3rd leading scorer in the WNBA, 21 points per game. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark right behind. Here's Mitchell, feed inside for Boston, who muscles her way in, draws the foul, and 1.
2 possessions for Indiana, both looking to get post touches for Aaliyah Boston.
Toronto missing 2 key players tonight. An impressive rookie, Kiki Rice, but also Niara Sabali, who is their starting center. And you get the sense that Indiana feels like they can take advantage of that Boston matchup here tonight.
Not many nights does Indiana have a size advantage, but they might have one tonight.
Fever lead the league in rebounding. In fact, Toronto is 14th. That'll be something to watch as Sykes back on the attack, and an and 1 for Sykes. She's got an early 4 and a chance to make it 5.
You talk about dribbling with a purpose. The explosive.
Sykes misses on the and 1. Sykes, who was held to just 11 points in their loss on Sunday against Atlanta. Here is the newly named Eastern Conference Player of the Week. A deep 3, way too strong. Boston, right place, right time, but Mabry comes from the blind side. Hole picks it up and lays it in.
Lexi Hall and together. She crashes the glass every time.
10 offensive rebounds in the last 2 games for Lexi Hull, as Izzy Harrison dials up the 3 ball.
Izzy Harrison averaging a career best 11 points this season.
Billings couldn't clean up the... Mabry inside for Yosh Kaita, who lays it in.
When you miss shots at the rim, you got to get back, load to the ball.
Clark bouncing, Billings rolling.
Basketball is a game of make back-to-back mistakes. You have to learn from your error and move on to the next play, and Indiana's getting better at that.
Alamon left open, but too strong on a 3 ball. Clark off the Boston screen, goes right up the middle, couldn't finish. Billings the offensive rebound, and she is fouled.
And Caitlin is limping and holding her left knee. Busy, so they can't help, and then run your 2-man game.
Already Indiana's 4th offensive rebound in the opening 3 minutes. Heavy's keys here tonight.
Well, Indiana's got to guard the ball first, the action second, sustain pace on both ends. Well, and we can see they've already tried to get Boston going early.
By Alexis. Hot start for both teams offensively. They can really pour it on to the top 4 scored inside. And Clark just a little too far for Kelsey Mitchell. Indiana turns it over.
A couple of early turnovers, trying to force the action and force tempo.
That's on Lexi Hull trying to fight over the screen.
You know what, Pat? Lexi Hull very rarely gets...
And on a second look, it certainly looks like Lexi Hull has a good case for just that. Harrison with the left hand, can't finish, offensive rebound, blocked by Boston, it's a jump ball. Indiana winning the rebounding margin here early, 8-2. Clark going behind the back, putting on the moves. Billings has a size advantage on Sykes. And Can't roll that one in. Mabry back inside for Yushkaita, who's lost the fever a couple of times down there.
Yeah, she's sprinting the floor rim. No pressure on the ball in the front court, and you're allowing vision to the rim in transition.
Clark driving on Sykes, gets inside, shot too strong. It'll stay. Mitchell looking for her first scoring tonight. Lob inside for Billings. And a foul on the floor. Allen in for the first time as well. Hines Allen backs inside. Hines Allen, tough looking left-handed shot, it won't fall.
Instead of going over that left shoulder with the right hand.
Hines Allen.
And I think she's got some blood.
Yeah, she's in some pain. There was no whistle. Shot won't fall, and now they will blow it down. Mitchell, shot out of a cannon.
I love the dead ball situations. Kelsey Mitchell hasn't had a shot. Stephanie Ball in a position where she doesn't have to make any decisions, and she knows she can score.
First two of the night for Kelsey Mitchell. Alamon trapped. Yushkaita steps into a three, too strong. Clark, sidestep, misses on a three ball. That's a good look. But once again, an offensive rebound for Indiana. The Fever field.
They can cause a lot of damage. They're both dynamic scorers.
Clark bouncing inside for Mitchell, and Indiana off the ATO gets an easy two. We've seen Mitchell spring free on that inbound play underneath the basket. Fever made it work a couple of times in Connecticut. Mabry pulls up, shot too strong. And Fever basket. Boston against her former teammate, Temi Fagbenle. Here's Cunningham, gets inside. Good defense there by Yushkaita. Sykes runs the floor, flips it up, shot won't go. Mitchell defended that well. Toronto gets back, Clark tries to push. And Mitchell is fouled. It is the fourth on the tempo.
Really good patience in transition by Caitlin Clark. She had a 1-on-3. She probes. 5-degree cut by Kelsey Mitchell. See, that's unscripted, you know, and that when you can plays like that in transition, it's part of the reason why you put a lot of points on the board.
And there's Kelsey Mitchell dialing up her first outside of the paint here tonight. Their first 5 field goals and those 3 free throw attempts. Conde answers with a triple.
Yeah, Conde looks good shooting that. She's one of their threats. She's made the second most triples.
Clark going coast to coast, left it short at the rim. She thought she was fouled. Fagbenle rolling, cut off there nicely by Boston. Bounce pass backdoor, and it's Sykes. That is 59%. She is sizzling from out there lately. We were trying to get Caitlin Clark going as well. She does have the 4 assists. Leads 4th leading scorer coming into tonight. Oh, and Mabry just wrenched that one out of the hands of Timpson.
Well, it's a get action for Caitlin, but Mabry got it.
And Fagbenle draws the foul.
Number 3, Raven Johnson, her first.
It's the first on the rookie.
Her time here with the Fever. Great rim runner. Really good drop off put.
Draftee 2. She was drafted by the Valkyries 2 seasons ago. 4th game, she's been dealing with a shoulder injury for most of the year. Clark goes behind the back, gets it to go, and a foul. Caitlin Clark's first points, and she'll try to make it 3 from the line.
I was looking for a little flex after that one. That's a tough 2.
Number 22, Julie Alaba, her first.
A rare miss for the league's 3rd best free throw shooter, 92%. Cunningham hits the deck battling with Mabry. Mabry splits the double team and gets to the rim.
Well done, Marina Mabry.
drawing 3 bodies there in the paint. Johnson fires and hits.
Raven Johnson is improving her.
Benley being hounded there by Timpson. Just able to get it away to Mabry. Mabry seeing 2 bodies. She's a tough shot maker. Can't get that one to go.
That was good, D.
Clark from way downtown and draws the foul. Caitlin Clark will shoot 3 free throws.
Number 22.
How do you foul?
Toronto Temple. A wait on the verdict. Back here in Indianapolis, that was not a challenge. It was called that way but it was a landing space review. It did not trigger. Clark goes to the line, knocks down 3 free throws. And just like that, the Fever are up by 11. Yushkaita able to answer inside. She's got 6.
6'4" rookie.
Clark looking back door, but Cunningham couldn't get it to go. Mabry, cross-court pass. Yushkaita hits a 3.
Makes a great read.
Boston had it knocked away and stolen. Fever went up by 11, but it's a quick tempo run and 2 more for Yushkaita, who is piling it on here in the first half. She's got 11, and Indiana's brief double-digit lead quickly trimmed to 4. 7 straight for Toronto.
Yushkaita definitely stepped up.
Harris, you have more on the international flavor of Toronto?
Yeah, there's a lot of international players on that roster for the Tempo. 7 players with home countries outside of the U.S., and that doesn't even include Sandy Brondello and the 2 assistants that they have who are also international as well. And Coach Brondello told me at shoot-around this morning, look, it's a global game, and it's great that so many international players are now in this league. We don't do it intentionally, she said, but considering we're the only international team, it's really nice to have that experience on this roster, and it makes it really fun.
I'm going to say it one time only. The joy and jealousy that I have for the young hoopers in that only knows the Toronto Tempo, and I love that for them.
Well, that's going to be all I've been able to see. Celebrating 30 years, a lot of these players have had the opportunity to grow up with the WNBA as part of the action, as something that they could dream to and aspire to be in.
Isabel Harrison getting called for the foul, her 3rd.
You got to be careful, especially, and I think with Brondello trying to give a little bit of patience too, in allowing, hey, we're going to have different lineups.
And Yushkaita able to read that defensively, throw it off of Boston. Jury continues to make progress day to day, hasn't given a timeline on either of them as of yet.
She talks so highly of Sabally, and just like when she's healthy, she's amazing.
Yushkaita continues to be the hot hand for this Tempo team.
A lot of confidence right now, but I would say the Fever have left her wide open in certain situations to give her easy looks.
Boston lost the handle. Conde comes up with it. Tempo can take the lead on this possession, but it's stripped by Clark for some calmness. Clark attacking, lays that off the window. Quickly back the other way, the Tempo pushing. Yushkaita kicks it, Harrison in the corner. Back-to-back triples for Toronto.
Izzy Harrison gives, Sabally could do that as well, knock down the 3, but more of a post player.
The foul is going to be called on Laura Yushkaita. Yushkaita as well. Benley comes into the ball game as the Fever turn it over. Sykes, sidestep, kicks it. Benley baseline jumper doesn't go. Boston the rebound. This Fever team. Here's Hull. 3's off the mark. 38-37 Fever lead. And a miscue there by Sykes and Mabry. Sorry, go ahead.
Sarah right there. Sykes and Mabry, they're on the same page. Definitely
First half. Under 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Mitchell. And a foul going to be called on Brittany Sykes, her second.
Most of the time, because of how fast she is, you can't guard her just by like trying to stay with her. You have to make sure that you're either behind or
Hosting that Phoenix-Las Vegas game has huge implications on the Indiana. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or the WNBA app. 3-point lead here for the Fever. And they're going to count the bucket and give Marina Mabry a chance for one more. A foul called on Hull.
maybe.
There was no elbow to wrist extension. That's what they're looking for, arm extension.
I like the chicken wing.
I might be hungry, I don't know. Marina ties us at 40. Hull. 3-pointers off the Murano. Harrison, Conde, backcourt. Benley to Harrison, doesn't go. Good defense there by Timpson. And Hull almost miscues on that one. Boston attacking. Floater, doesn't go. Timpson trying to the ball. Up the floor, Sykes able to collect. Working off Benley. Pull-up jumper. Clark, low cross, behind the back, no look. Timpson with the finish.
Well, the Fever